Hey guys, what's up? Today's vlog, we're gonna show you a little bit behind the scenes of us building out, well, we're not actually building it out right this second, but we're gonna show you what we've been doing in the new Viper room. So this big, huge table area, which we have clear plastic mats on there right now, which this wood is flattening out a lot of the ripples. But this is a huge table that's gonna be used for fulfilling orders, shipping, all that stuff. Around the horseshoe here will be all of our product bins, and then all of that will flow over to our shipping desk. This will be kind of like mission control for all order fulfillment. We built these. John welded up all the frames.
Don't they say you're not supposed to look at the light?
We T molded them, put green T molding in there to make it look cool. Got custom mats, added the holes to them. Sam helped paint stuff, do wood. Like, it was kind of a collective effort of all of us. John built this table, big old 4x8 table, big 5-inch casters. He's checking us out, look at him. But you know, it's one of the unique things that we can do that doesn't really apply to Slotcars necessarily, but we are all fabricators, machinists, carpenters, builders. Like, we do all of that kind of stuff. This area over here, same thing, full custom table. This is gonna be where all of the bodies are done. So Tawny's workspace, she has her printers here, all of the stuff that she needs. All of her body stuff will be in there. Same thing, this one has a toolbox. So the table's sitting on the toolbox. These two legs are the correct height to attach the toolbox, and we just put a back on it, pretty slick. And then over here are gonna be the restock tables, and we'll have two more toolboxes that are the same as that one that will be sitting right here. Those will have all of our parts in them. And on this side, which right now just has a bunch of stuff from us building out in here, but we'll have a lot of our bulk inventory and stuff like that. So pretty stoked. Probably be moved in here in the next couple of days, but we got to ship some cars, so let's go do that. All right, so we did some custom cars, which you guys will probably see the video for those probably next week-ish. But we need to gather up the stock components. It's for these particular cars because they started out as bone stock cars. We will get them back. This is number 4, so this is the Lando car. We're gonna ship these in their packaging, their stock packaging. Do want to see if this maybe is what tweaked the wing. Doesn't feel like it, but it is quite a bit on the tires. There we go, now the tires roll. Okay, so that's good. In the video that we did on these, we show the importance of like cutting this correctly, which I didn't. I busted it right there. But the stock car can go back into the package. And that's how we will ship these ones out to the customer, which he can run them or display them however he wants. I always make sure the rear tires are not touching or they're not bound up or anything like that, just because you don't want to get flat spots in them, especially with sponge tires like these. But we are gonna go ship this order. You guys come with me. We're vlogging, guys, so you can say hi if you want to.
Hey.
Or hey. Hey works. Let's see, I need some tape, Scotch tape. Bridger's a recent high school grad.
Yeah.
He said it feels the same.
No, it's
No?
dramatically different.
Dramatic.
I'm basically an adult now.
Dang.
I should be. Yeah.
Adulting is hard.
Yep.
All right. So I don't want to show the customer info, but we're in our ship station here, which we use Go Shippo.
It's actually just Shippo.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's just Shippo, but the website is Go Shippo, which is kind of funny because who was it? Was it John?
John was talking to tech support.
Yeah, tech support was in denial that it was Go Shippo, but so I checked to see if this customer was in there. He's not, so we need to add him. It's actually a company. Okay. Pop in the address. So this is one of those things when someone orders from the website, all of this is automatic because they are punching it in. Unfortunately, when we do an order this way, it has to get put in manually, which isn't a big deal, but if they gave us the wrong information, or if we type it out wrong, it could end up going to the wrong place, which is why I usually prefer that they do it. But okay, so package size, we need to box this sucker up. We are going to see if we have a box we can recycle. So this is all a lot of stuff that we get from different vendors when we order stuff or when people send us stuff. Doesn't look like there's anything the right size over there, so they will get a new one. Let's see if we can fit it in this priority box here. Okay. What's up?
Good. I just need the computer.
You can't do something else for 2 seconds while I finish this thing?
No.
You should. So yeah, one of the reasons that we're moving out into the bigger space, not one of the reasons, but one benefit of moving out there is that Bridger will have a computer with the labels and all of the things that he needs at his desk, so that if someone is shipping an order, they won't they won't be, yeah, they just won't have to like stop to let someone, you know, the workflow will be so much better. So we are going to do this and get out of Bridger's hair. 7 ounces. Okay, one thing that we do when we ship stuff like this is, in order to keep a record of it, we will ship or print and make a copy of it. So let's do this. But we also attach the shipping label to this as well. So we'll do 2. And then we keep a record of it like this, so that if the customer doesn't get it, or if they want something, or the tracking for some reason says that All right, see ya. We have basically a record of it. So we have 2 of these. This one we will save up here in case the customer says, you know, hey, what's the shipping on my order, or I didn't get my order or whatnot. So there we go. This one we will include here. I usually put it in the box, but pretty much it. How you doing on battery on that thing?
Oh, we'll see if it dies any second now.
Okay. So we'll just get this guy buttoned up. These things are a nightmare. And we'll take this back, put it in the bin. So I don't know how long that was, but longer than it normally takes just because we had to manually punch in the address. But this one, it's not on our manifest, so it goes in there. Those are saved for tomorrow. And we just got a bunch of stuff for mail call, but we're not gonna go through that right now just because we're almost dead. We'll continue this on again later. All right guys, we'll continue the vlog. We got a new charge going. Did a bunch of other stuff while we were off camera, but right now I'm just kind of showing you just day in the life. We got to wash this body. So this is a new old stock. It came off of a car that's about 20, well, it could be like 26 years old, 27 years old. But we're putting it on a brand new build, and because they're not available brand new anymore, and they do run these cars at the factory before, so I'm just kind of washing off any dust and any stuff that's gotten on this thing over the last 24, 25 years. I like to use the power wash stuff. It's really easy on decals, makes the stuff look brand new. And I always use really hot water, but as you can see, it's pristine, top and bottom. So I usually will pat it dry, and then we'll use the air compressor to blow it off the rest of the way, because the rear wing on these things was notorious for the center element coming out because of the way that they were molded, and I usually glue them in place. It makes the back of the body a little bit stronger. Damn it. That was a perfect accident right there. But check out this. We got high downforce. Actually, that's high downforce. DRS open, high downforce, DRS open. Even on an HO, yeah, even on an HO slot car, guys.
Fat air brake on that thing.
Wicked. All right, let's cruise back up. It's like a gazillion food trucks that park back there. And you smell their disgusting oil that they dump into this disgusting bin.
And then it overflows.
Then it overflows with horribly cheesy smelling oil. All right, so we're gonna glue this guy. Let me clear this tip real quick. I usually use a lighter, burn it. And I've honestly have had this tip on here for probably a couple of years. Okay, we're clear. I always make sure too, if there's any soot on there, I wipe it off, but we're just gonna glue this wing in place. It doesn't take much glue to go a long way. but we're gonna glue it at that spot. And that's pretty much it. So that car is ready to be built now, which will be a different video that you guys will see. One thing we can talk about, just because it's a vlog, one of my projects today is to update a bunch of these car sheets. So normally we would put an arbitrary number of cars in stock, and then some of them sometimes would be built to order, and that's been backing up our fulfillment zone. So something that we are going to do is we were going to have live inventory for the cars. So if it says there's 6 in stock, that's all that there is. And that way too, we'll have a better flow of when to rebuild or restock that kind of stuff, build those kits and all of that. It's just, you know, part of our continuous improvement. We're getting ready to move out into the bigger space, and it's because it's so much bigger, there's going to be, I want to minimize the amount of walking back and forth between the fulfillment area and the restock area and like the build area. And I'm sure too, the employees are going to get sick of walking back and forth also if there's not parts in those bins for them to pull. So that's something that we're working on. That's boring stuff for you guys to see, but you know, just wanted to let you guys know also what we're doing. So hopefully you like that. Just a short vlog here. We did get a couple of things in the mail. Most of it was SCDRL stuff because we are racing next week. So yeah, if you still want to get it on that, there might be time depending on when this video gets posted. If not, definitely check it out. It will be posted next Friday, June, I think it's the 6th. June 6th. So we'll post that. Really cool racing for drag racing. Not everybody's into drag racing, but it is a cool way to let people from all over the world race cars in one location and then be able to watch it, win prizes, all of that cool stuff. So check it out, SCDRL on viperskullracing.com. See ya.